I mentioned a two-word test a moment ago. Let me go deeper on it because this sign is one of the most revealing. Okay, here we go. Focus here with me. Try this. At the next dinner party, the next networking event, the next time someone asks you what to do, answer without your title, without your company, without your industry. Answer with what you stand for. If that feels impossible, you've been living inside the scaffolding so long that you have mistaken it for the building. See, the title is not you, the role is not you, the compensation is not you. Those are external markers. They are the system's way of organizing you. And they are useful, but they're not your identity. They're not your identity at all. When I ask leaders this question, what do you stand for in two words? The most common response is a long pause, followed by a list of things that they do, not who they are, not what they stand for, what they do. And that tells me the conviction deficit has been operating for a long time because the gap between doing and being is the gap this entire body of work exists to close. My father, Frank Yelpes, understood this distinction in his bones, in his soul. He came to this country from Cuba, Cornell graduate, pioneered crossover music with Los Yelpes, went on to be one of the three chemists who formulated Miller Lite. He could have been defined by any of those achievements. But when I think about my dad and who he was, none of those things come to mind, except two things: immigrant perspective and earned conviction. His identity was rooted in something deeper than any title or accomplishment. And that rootedness is what allowed him to build, to reinvent, to keep going when the external markers disappeared. Keep going, son, keep going. That's what he told me. And that phrase has nothing to do with titles. Let's do another practice and sit with this one for about 10 minutes. If someone knew your leadership well, how to describe you in two words, what would those words be? Write down whatever comes to mind. Then ask yourself, are these the true words I would choose? See, the gap between those two sets of words is where your brand clarity work lives. And until you do that work, you will keep defining yourself by the scaffolding instead of the building underneath it. This is the deepest one, and it is the one that holds everything else in place. You know, something needs to change. You've known it for a while, maybe years. You can feel that gap. You can feel the distance between the leader you are and the leader you really are, the one that's performing. You can feel the conviction deficit widening every quarter. But you're waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for the right moment, waiting for someone to tell you it's okay, waiting for the organization to actually create a role that fits who you actually are, the one that knows who they are privately and brings that with them publicly. Waiting for the tone, the external environment gives you permission to become the person you already know you need to become. That wait is the trap, because permission to reinvent does not come from the outside. It never has. I mean, the system was not designed to give you permission to be yourself. It was designed to give you permission to fit. And fitting is what got you stuck in the first place. See, I've watched this pattern for 3 decades. The leader who knows they need to evolve, but keeps waiting for the conditions to be right.